Hi, my name is Geeta Sidhu-Robb and I am the CEO and founder of a health and wellness business in London, Nosh Detox. And today we're going to talk about visualizing success. Visualizing success is such a large part of your mental health because when we achieve things, when we achieve goals, when we set goals and then actually get to fulfill them, it makes us feel incredibly good. There is an enormous mental health capacity that you get, a joy, a happiness, when you get to do something that you wanted to do and set out to actually fulfill it. I think one of the strongest ways of actually getting anxious and depressed and not feeling good is because we either set goals that we can't fulfill, or we don't know how to fulfill our goals, or we just don't bother setting goals because after all, why fail? But today I'm going to give you systems in how to set down goals and how to help you to get to a place where you can actually visualize and then create your own success. The first step is always going to be write your goals down on paper. Writing our ideas down on paper help us to organize our thoughts. It's not a word I can say today, our thoughts, and help us to provide a focus for our attention. Think of it this way, anything that you focus on will grow. The other benefit of this is that it helps you to focus on things that are important, not things that are urgent. We are often turn up, get into the beginning of our day, get into work, get into wherever, and what we had as a plan, we completely get diverted because something else happens. But what is important for you is important for you. And that's why it's important to have written these goals. Next, make sure that the goals that you have got written down are some way really visible. Put them up as a screensaver if you like, because it's good to see them again and again and again, because they keep kind of bringing you back on track. It's also a really great constant reminder of actually why you get up in the morning, why you do what you're doing. Secondly, picture yourself as having succeeded, as having that victorious feeling of having actually achieved your goal, otherwise often known as fake it till you make it. Because if you behave like you have created this incredible goal, it helps you to keep a really positive attitude, and it gives you the thoughts that enable you to create those goals. Here's the thing, when you write down a goal, it activates a part of your mind and your heart and your soul, and it becomes kind of a cellular activity. What it then does is it enables the universe to come in and give you the ability to help you to do what it is that you have decided you're going to do. After all, look at it this way. When somebody walked for the first time to the South Pole, then dreamt of putting that flag down and saying, I made it here. If they hadn't dreamt and visualized that 100 million times before they got there, they would never have gone through the hardship it took to actually do all of the stuff you need to do in order to get there. Nothing is going to necessarily be easy, but easy isn't really the point. The point is how focused you are and how much you believe in what you're going to do. Visualizing helps you to create a belief that you can see this thing. How we think when we behave victorious and how we feel creates a barometer of how we act. They are all completely related. So if you're coming from the place that I am victorious, I can create this, I have already visualized, imagined what it's like to have this in my life, the next smaller step is just to make it a reality. But believe in the power that you have to create that reality. Let's look at it this way. The more you feel like a successful person, the more likely it is that you will be a successful person. This comes down to the goal of working on who you are, not what you do. Because if you start from who you are, that colors absolutely everything that you do. Think about it this way. You may have a brother or a sister. Both of you grew up in the same house with the same parents, doing the same thing, eating the same food. And yet you come out in completely different people. This is down to how you see yourself. So, write your goals down. Visualize the success of your goal. Thirdly, focus on breaking that down into your short-term and your long-term goals. There is this terrible kind of phrase which says, how do you eat an elephant? And it's like one bite at a time. I'm really not in favor of eating the elephant, but the point behind that story is, how do you get to this enormous, incredible trek that you want to do, which is that goal which seems unattainable? The way you get there is by breaking down the goals into small, short-term, achievable goals. So if I think that what I want to do is climb the mountain over there at the end of the year, actually what that means is not that I sit here and dream about the mountain at the end of the year. It means that today I think, okay, in order to climb that mountain, I have to be fit. I have to be strong. I have to have really great lungs. Amazing. So my short-term goals become, how do I join a gym? How do I ramp up my cardio? And how do I become fitter? And to plan that, I have maybe 6, 8, 10 months to become extremely fit. Here's how I learned to do that. And actually, part of your short-term goal would be to work with somebody who has climbed the mountain. Because when you find someone who has done it before, they know how to help you to do what you need to do. The definition of a short-term goal is something which has a specific action which can be executed really, really quickly in the short term. To separate this, your long-term goal is going to be the climbing of the mountain. That's because you want to climb the mountain. It's going to make you feel good when you've done it. You feel accomplished, you feel strong, you feel powerful. And that is always a good reason. It's always a fantastic thing to have very long-term goals because they provide you with a reason for getting up in the morning. They provide you with a focus. They provide you with drive. They provide you with purpose. And that is what keeps you feeling strong and powerful when you're working towards something that is worthwhile for you, not somebody else's goal, your goal. So there are 3 things that I've said for you to do today. Write down the goal that you have. Visualize yourself as having already succeeded at that goal and break it down into what you have to start with today. Those 3 things, if you apply to anything, will help you to visualize, set a goal for success, visualize that goal for success, and then start taking definite, incredible steps. Let me tell you, when you do that, it is incredible. It is the wind beneath your wings that comes and lifts you and takes you much faster than you ever thought possible to where you want to go. If you could, I would love you to write down in your comments below what you would like to visualize as success. What does success look like for you? Do you want to climb a mountain? Do you just want to get fit? Do you want to be able to move to another country, live off a boat? Write down below and tell me what that is. And please like and subscribe and share the video for other people who might be struggling with how to set goals to succeed.